I like this. I like this. Got that clay burst pack for you, you know what I mean? Nothing but clay burst. What are you eating? Oh my goodness. Oh, you scaring me.
What's good, Profound Travelers? Thanks for joining us on our trip to Tokyo, Japan, as we make our way through the largest metro area in the entire world. I'm talking about spending time in the oldest Buddhist temple in Japan, and Senso-Ji, spending time in Ueno Park, and how beautiful and open this space is, swinging by the Shibuya Crossing, the largest street crossing in the entire world. Spending some time also at the Tokyo Skytree, the world's largest observation deck. So you know I gotta spend some time over in the Pokemon store for my Pokemon nerds, some of the logistics and riding the trains, public transportation, hotel accommodations, gushing about some racism we encountered while we were there. We end the video with a little bit of food teasers leading into our next video. Here we go.
Wait a minute.
Let's get right to it. Tokyo, Japan. Let me give you some logistics and riding the train, public transportation, where to stay, and how to get around. So first, when you get off the airport, and most likely coming from the United States, you may be at the Narita airport first. So in Narita is an hour outside of town. All you have to do is follow the red signs out of the airport, down the escalator to the train station that's linked to the airport, and take the Narita Express into town. It's an hour outside of town. Trust me, this is the best way to do it, or you will be paying $200 one way at most, is what the quote I saw for Uber, Go, and all the other rideshare companies there, to go one way into town. If you take the Narita Express, it's only $30 or $35 US, which is about 5,000 yen cash. 10,000 yen equals about 67 US, and you can go into 7-Eleven and get cash with your debit card that way. Plus, you can buy one of those Japanese charge cards, or use your debit credit cards too if you're coming from America or Western countries. Where to stay? Most tourists come, they stay in Roppongi, Shibuya, Kabukicho, some of those areas that are west of central Tokyo. We didn't want to be around an area that was too crowded because the city itself is already crowded. I mean, 40 million people in the metro area. So we decided to stay in the Ryogoku area, which is right next to the Sumida River with the view, nice room, nice accommodations. That was about $120 a night. Plus, we were directly across from the sumo arena, which we could not see because we didn't reserve ahead of time. And then from there, we're going right in town, y'all. So stay tuned. All right, y'all, we're in front of Senso-Ji temple, the oldest Buddhist temple here in Tokyo, which is about 1,400 years old. The main hall was destroyed and rebuilt several times, and now it's maintained by the government. It's one of the most popular tourist destinations in all of Japan. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning and there's like a full tourist crowd out. And even the nearby Noro Street, the shop's not open. None of the businesses are open right now. It's just people out here by the temples, taking photos, hanging out with families, things of that nature. Some Japanese legends or whatever the case may be of a statue being found here and how this temple was built. All I know is that the temple was built around 1,400 years ago, and it remains beautiful, vibrant, and red. This is the main temple area where they give offerings and pray at, where you see all the tourists and locals congregating behind me.
I'm gonna get wifey one of these right over here. Something like that for her. You know what I'm talking about?
I got wifey the purple geisha type robe with the straps around it or whatever. $45 US, 6,800 yen. Hope she like it. Definitely expensive here. It's made in Japan, you know. She gave me this red one. Hold up. Hold up. I think it fits. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up, man. I like this. I like this. You got a job like that. Hey man, that's the good thing about going to a flea market in Japan. They take Samsung Pay, Apple Pay, American Express, everything, man.
Got the zoo over there. Here's a map in case you get lost. You're right here in the middle.
Hey, Ueno Park, or Ueno Park, wherever it's pronounced.
What is he eating, a nut? What are you eating? Oh my goodness. Oh, you scaring me? Why you looking like that?
My cousin said that he wanted a photo, but he's scared the monkey's biting him.
Play with him, John. You said you wanted to play with him? You afraid? Are you afraid?
Now, I highly recommend going by Ueno Park because it's a great change of pace. It's so calm and quiet and peaceful away from all the congestion and loudness of the city. Just a place to have some tranquil, and it's free admissions as well. So check it out when you go to Tokyo. I hope you all been enjoying the scenes from Senso-Ji and the connected Dori Street so far. It is quite the enchanting place. And Ueno Park, which is a great change of pace from the city's congestion. Now we're making our way to the tallest sky tower in the entire world, and that is Tokyo Skytree. Stay tuned.
Oh, luckily it's early, there's no line. And you only get to go up there in 30-minute increments, and it's 3,000 yen, which is about 30 bucks or something. No, 2,000 yen. 2,800 yen, which is about 30 bucks. So there we go, y'all. You see the line back over there. Go to the Skytree. The line moves fast every 30 minutes, but it really don't matter. Whenever you get here, they just let you buy it at the front or at a kiosk, and you just go get in line, and you go all the way up to the top. And let you out. Sky deck. I thought we'd be outside, but nah, we at the sky deck, y'all. This is beautiful, man. You can see how developed the city is. All these little tiny buildings, they look tiny from up top because we're so high. I forgot how many meters we up. It don't matter right now. Just check the subtitles. But y'all can see, man, look at all of the buildings. And me and Cuzzo got up here to the top of the sky deck. We got up here so fast, and out of nowhere, I started feeling lightheaded because we so high up and we got up here so fast. Like, I feel kind of nauseous and woozy. Had some chai, had some coffee as well. That could be contributing to it as well, the caffeine. But man, we loving it up here, man, the sky deck. A lot of families, a lot of people get up here real fast, stay up here and chill, basically as long as you want. We're in the Pokemon Center, one of several in the city. And they got the Pokemon Cafe, you know, toys, stuffed animals, but no cards. The cards are hard to find. You gotta look for that. What's it called? That Clayburst pack through secondhand people that upcharge you because it's so popular here. We're in line trying to get, you know, some Pokemon packs, the holographics and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know nothing about this stuff. I had Pokemon cards when I was a kid. I got family at home, nieces and nephews that want all this stuff, and it's still a craze 20, 30 years later, you know? Just like that, we got 555. Then we got
555.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. These are the most popular ones, $5.50, which is $4. These are like $1.25, $1.25. Got 15 packs total. Good to go. They rip the label seals off, so you can't resell them to like the stores. Got that Clayburst pack for you. You know what I mean? Nothing but Clayburst for you. Clayburst, Clayburst, Clayburst. Nah, I'm capping, man. Hey, they don't sell that. That sell out real quick. I just got like some the limit of packs. They're like $4 a pack, and then $1.20 for the less popular ones or whatever. But it'd have been nice. I got some Clayburst packs, you know what I mean, for you guys. But hey, it's what it is, y'all. Profound Travelerz. Look at the Shibuya Crossing. We're in front of the Shibuya Crossing, the world's largest crossing. It's just a street you cross full of a lot of people that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways. Here we go, y'all, the Shibuya Crossing. Everybody here. Look at this number of people with cameras out just like me, walking around in a little maze. Little kids about to run into me and everything, you know what I mean?
Thanks for tuning in and watching our video in Tokyo and joining us on our trip. Stay tuned for our next video, Tokyo Food Vibes. When you're here, make sure you reserve things ahead of time. Do not just show up like you will in most places. Since COVID, things have changed a lot. There's an expectation for you to honestly make reservations to places. We missed out on going to the Shibuya overview. We missed out on going to the sumo event, and we stayed directly across the street from the sumo arena, riding the go-karts around the city because we didn't have international license, nor were we military personnel, and some other things that we needed to do beforehand. Plan ahead, like reserve things online first. It will save you a headache, and it won't make it where the trip is feel like it's ruined or whatnot. Now, we'll say that there are about 3 instances of racism or prejudice that we believe that we encountered while we were there that we have not experienced anywhere else. We were in the Akihabara area. We were at a red light and there was a Japanese lady standing 5 feet from us. I saw her look my cousin in his eyes and his face, and she stepped the extra feet away from him as if 5 feet wasn't enough, and she looked kind of scared. And then laying over in Tokyo before we go home, we all had purchased alcohol that had it sealed up where you can't open it, and it was me, my cousin, and this other white lady. Now, they pulled my cousin out of line and they decided to open his bag and re-tag it and seal it, which I found to be weird because it was sealed to begin with. But with me, I was kind of irritated, had my hands on my hips, and I told the young guy who was about to do the same thing to me, I say, "What you doing that for?" I said something slick to him. I was already irritated because one thing I learned in Japan, a lot of their society and culture is predicated on following the rules. So when you catch someone violating rules or rights, or if you call them out, they won't apologize, but most cases they will stand down and say, okay, whatever the case may be. That's what happened with this guy at the airport. I'm looking at my cousin, and my cousin's trying to talk to the guy who reopened his and delayed us 10 minutes, and the guy wouldn't give my cousin an explanation. He just did it based on instinct. And that's something else that we notice about Japanese culture too, is that there tends to be an act upon impulses of things instead of trying to covertly hide racism or prejudice or whatever the case may be that you may find more common like in a lot of Western countries. That happened. And you're probably thinking like, okay, those are small things, could have been misunderstandings. I'm like, yeah, that's possibly true. And then we go into the sleep room area, a place we went to 2 years ago in the airport when we had a layover. And I got there before him and I reserved the room. And when he came 10 minutes after me, because he wandered off somewhere and I couldn't find him, the guy that was at the front was a younger guy. And he said, we're cleaning rooms right now. One should be available. And before he finished his sentence, an older lady kind of overruled him and shouted over him and said, no, we don't have any more rooms. And she grabbed this blue sign and was trying to turn it over all like aggressive. She knocked this sign over trying to tell us like no rooms are available. My cousin and I said, well, he just said a room is coming available. These rooms are like 50 square feet. And she kept saying, we don't have any room. And I have like my black brother who was in Japan, my cousin who served in Japan. Also, they're both in the Navy. They have different perspectives because sometimes people think, well, we're black. So if I didn't encounter it, how did you encounter it kind of thing, right? Let me say this from what I noticed. My cousin, my brother, other people I met in Japan, they have a more assimilated quote unquote look. Because in Tokyo, there's a bit of pretentious type, judgmental type of perceptions people have when you're on first impression. Drip, how you dress, you know, if you look wealthy. There's a lot of like pretentious, judgmental type vibes. Us, we're not Japanese cultural enthusiasts. We're just travelers coming to explore. We dress, we talk, and we act the way we act, but we always lead with respect. Also research and seeing how they treat prejudice towards like non-Western melanated people. There are a lot of businesses outside of the capital and in the other cities that strictly say no foreigner, like no South Asians, no foreigners. So I'm just giving you some information. Again, I'm not generalizing across all of Japan, but I'm just saying when you're two brothers that have like our kind of frequency and where we come from in America and how our demeanor and energy is not going to be inviting to all people. But don't let that stop you from having a good time. Would I go back to Japan again? Yes, I definitely look forward to going to Osaka, Fukuoka, and Okinawa. But I just want to give you guys some information that is from our experience, okay? I want you guys to go have fun, but don't be paranoid and enjoy yourself and have your own experience. And with that being said, I'm your bro Profound J. Stay tuned for our next video as we lead into Tokyo food. And that was quite the enchanting experience itself. Stay tuned, you guys, for more Profound Travels.